Hi everybody, how you doing? Just entered the car and realized that my aircon is not working. Let me set it up quick, otherwise I'm gonna melt here. It's like sauna. You know, Singapore is very tropical, very humid, very hot. You see that triangle at the back, the red one? This means I'm a new driver, less than a year. I mean, I drive since I'm 18, over 30 years, but here in Singapore I have to do a theory test. You have 50 questions, you can only mistaken, I think in 5 or 6, 5 I think. I only mistaken in one. I was super stoked. I was the last one to get out. Then I realized only one mistake, yeah! I said, I can't fail. I have no time to fail. I had to buy that car for my surf camp, otherwise how can I carry all the surfboards? I had like 18 surfboards in this car, can you imagine? Like 8 inside and 10 or sometimes 12 outside. Anyway, I have a friend, he told me, my father kept that triangle for 10 years. Once the police see it, they don't care because they know he's a new driver. Sometimes if you get too many points, they will take your license, then you have to do that all over again, then you will have to put that sign again. You just buy it in a convenience store and put it, so you have to stick one here and one at the front, and that means you're a new driver. So, you know, I'm driving on the right side of the street in Israel. Here I drive on the left, and usually my wheel is on the left side. So first thing was really hard for me is to keep in the lane, you know, because we drive on the other side. Sometimes I find myself on the other side, not so good, especially on a highway. Anyway, so far so good. Half a year passed, I got used to it. And it's very weird because the gear stick or the automatic stick, whatever, it's on the left hand here. And I'm used to do it on the right hand. I'm a right-handed. Yeah, anyway. Things that happen to you when you move to another country. Especially you come from Israel and then to Singapore. I mean, first the States, Costa Rica, Singapore. Many times in China, many times in Japan, but here's a bit different. Singapore is a very different country than in the Far East. I mean, I've been in many other countries and I haven't been to all, but I've been to a few. And Singapore is like its own country, you know. It's like its own mentality, its own Singlish, Singapore English. People think and act and behave and do things differently. Definitely. It's a very it's a strong country, but a very gentle behavior. It's the energy on the street is very nice. It's very calm, very gentle. People are very polite. They're assertive if you go and be aggressive to them. They will be aggressive to you back. Don't get it wrong, but they are very gentle by nature. They're very helpful. They will assist you in everything you need. Everybody speaks English, so it's pretty easy. It's very easy actually, even though 70% of the majority here are Chinese and they speak Mandarin, some Cantonese, some Hokkien, Chuchu, all kind of different dialects, but most of them speak Mandarin and everybody speaks English, and there are a bit of Malay, Indian, and some Westerners of course. So the life in Singapore is pretty easy. I mean, in terms of the energy that goes around, you just have to go by the book. It's sometimes you feel like it's a little bit robotic because everybody are so you know, straight, and they just go simply by the rules, super by the rules. So you don't hear and you don't see a lot of crime and stuff that happen, but there are stuff here. I mean, there are criminals, there are the drugs, there's suicide, all kind of shit, homelessness on the street, but you can't really see it, and they don't post anything on the newspaper, so on the TV. I mean, very little, many things happening under the radar, and the people are very safe here. It's a very safe country. I mean, you're not afraid to walk on the street and somebody's gonna rob you or something. It's not gonna happen. And yeah, it's a very pleasant actually to live here. It's a very comfortable place to live. I think for people like me who are surfers, it's very hard because especially now with COVID, I can't go anywhere. Once COVID is over, you can just go 2 hours, boom, to Indonesia and get the best waves of your life. You You can travel all around Southeast Asia here, 2-3 hours, 4 hours max to any place around here, from China to Japan, Taiwan, Vietnam, Laos, whatever, yeah, wherever you want. So it's very comfortable. Life is cheap in general. Like food can be very, very cheap. You can eat actually with $3, $3. Can you imagine? With a drink, maybe $4 with a drink. That's like no money at all. Like 2.5 American dollar. All right. So it's very cheap. Of course, you can eat in $100 American dollar if you want, or more, in a fancy restaurant. There's no problem at all. And accessories also pretty cheap, like clothes, accessories. Of course, if you want the big brands, of course, it's gonna cost much. The most expensive things in Singapore are cars, which is the worst investment ever. I will explain in another vlog about that. And houses. But once you are a PR or a resident or a citizen, the government will help you to get a HDB house, which is like an apartment in a block, and you can actually use your CPF, which is like a pension money that you pay, like tax money that you pay every month or every year to the government, and you will be able to pay your mortgage from that money. So if you finish university and you have a degree and you have a decent job, it'll be very easy for you to live here. If you want to live a high-end life, rich life, that's hard as everywhere. And it's very expensive over here. So if you can live a very expensive life, you can live a very modest life. It all depends how you want to live. The worst thing, as I said, is the cars and the parking, which is always expensive. But if you use public transportation, which is very good here, very, very efficient. The first 2 years here, I only used public transportation. The MRT is like a train, goes on bridge all over the country, and sometimes under in the tunnels. And the buses, they are super efficient. And also you have Grab or Gojek, which is like Uber, and you also have normal taxis. So you can always get anywhere very easy. Only is to some remote area, like some kind of industrial areas and stuff like that. It's gonna be a bit hard. In some places, the Wi-Fi connection won't be that great, so it'll be a little bit hard for you if you need to get to those places without a car. But most of the places, it's very easy, convenient, and safe, and also animal friendly. Like if you have a dog or a cat, they all love pets here. So yeah, so overall, it's a nice country to live, very civilized, very modern, and a special mixture of East and West. Yeah, overall is a nice place to live. The only thing for me that is a bit hard is there's not a lot of nature, and also the ocean is pretty polluted, and there's no waves. So these are the main things that I feel that I miss them. These are the things I miss compared to other places. You know, I like the open spaces, you know, open fields, agriculture areas, and of course the ocean with waves. But you have a lot of beaches here, so there is ocean here. If you just want to hang out on the beach, no problem. It's just that you're probably going to see all the big boats, container boats, but still it's okay. You see, I want to show you something. Take a look. This dog over there doesn't have a leg. Can you see that? So these dogs have 3 legs, right? You see that, right? Okay, so it seems like this dog is happy anyway. He's curious. He's looking everywhere, smelling everything. I bet he's peeing on everything, signing. So why I showed you the dog with the no back leg, probably been cut by an accident or maybe a disease, who knows. The reason I showed you that is to give you perspective about life, that sometimes we feel sorry for ourselves, we complain, you know, and we always have to think that life can be worse and situation can be worse, and some people or animals, some creatures have much harder life than we do, and we have to embrace and to know that we are actually blessed with what we've got. There are many stories. I'm not going to share with you any story now, but I want to tell you that the most important things for a human to be satisfied with his life, I don't want to say the word happy, because happy is like a bit utopic. It's like to be happy all the time, everything is perfect. It's not exactly real life. Sorry, I'm playing with the phone. I'm trying to see whether the handle of my phone is still making all those noises even when I don't drive, and later on I'll start to drive. I want to see. I try to set it up a bit different and see. Also, the angle is a bit from down, so I look fat. I am a bit. I need to lose about 10 kg. That's a lot, but one by one. Not everything in one day. Sorry about that. So yeah, when you look at that dog, you realize, not that bad. I still got 2 legs and 2 heads. I know I talked about it before, but it's always good to see when you see somebody that is worse than you, then you feel better. So this is about people. When somebody see that you're in trouble, he's happy. Thank God it's him, not me. I don't want to be in his place. So when you complain to somebody, you make him happy. Don't. You always say to somebody else how great you are, how much success you made. Don't share the bad stuff. Nobody cares. And everybody happy it's you. So yeah, guys, a few more insight from afternoon. It's nice breeze outside, and yeah. So with this little dog, we will finish it up, and I'll see you on the next one. New insight, new philosophy, new crafts. And lots of laugh. Remember, always laugh. Better than crying. Better than get angry. Laugh is the life energy. Some people, they're always happy, they're always smiling, they're laughing, they're happy, and they're the happiest people on earth. Usually simple people laugh a lot. They don't have much. They can't lose much. When you have a lot, you got a lot to lose. You got nothing to lose. Always be better to be an underdog. I'm coming from underground. I got nothing to lose. I'm already there. I can't go down anymore. I remember after I got divorced, I was so down. So down. I lost so much. I had nothing more to lose. I mean, like, I was under the ground. I'm laughing now. I remember I used to go to the supermarket with 100 shekel, which is like $40 or $30, and I have to buy food for a week for me and 3 more kids. You don't laugh. At that time, you go to the supermarket. Holy shit, what am I gonna buy? I need to feed up 3 kids and myself and my dog, my husky. Luckily, he likes to eat garbage outside. Then you have to operate it. No, I'm kidding. I'm not kidding about the stuff that he eats outside. He always eats shit outside. That's those husky guys. They're like garbage walkers. They like to eat anything. Wait, let me lower the aircon. It's drying my throat, hard to talk. Anyway, when you don't have a lot, you appreciate what you have. And sometimes, I'm not saying that I like the situation. Nobody likes to go to the supermarket and you don't have food, money to buy anything, and nobody need to bring your kids from far 1-hour drive, and you don't have gas to put in your car, and you have to borrow and stuff, and it's hard, but it brings you some, I don't know how to call it, but it gives you some modesty state. It teaches you how to be modest and how to be appreciative to what you have, and how to learn to live with minimum assets, with minimum possession. When I came to Singapore, I just brought my books, my weapons, the stuff you saw in my dojo, and the tatami, the mats, a few uniforms, a surfboard, and that's about it. I mean, like, I had a big house, like a 5-room house, a nice, beautiful dojo that I built on by myself from wood, and all the stuff that I accumulated throughout the year after I got divorced. And then when I came here, I started all over again, and I had to give it up already. So for 1 week, I was giving the whole house to people, and I had a full furnished house, and I had nothing to do with this. I can't bring it anywhere. And then I found myself walking with a little suitcase with a few clothes, and you know, my surf trunks, karate, kung fu, whatever, uniforms, a few belts, and some, you know, some photo albums, books, you know, things that are precious to me, and that's it. And moved to a new country. Then I put everything in my dojo, and that's it. This is my house. This is my possession. And just a nice Porsche passed by. And I don't have a Porsche. I just drive a simple car. And I'm happy with what I got. Of course, if I have more, it can be nice, but it won't make you happy. You understand the difference? Are you sure? We talk about it another time. Anyway, things, possession, don't make you happy. It's not about the material. You know, you wear a t-shirt, whether it's a $5 t-shirt or a $100 t-shirt, it's still a t-shirt. Maybe it looks better in some people's eyes. It do the same job. As long as it's 100% cotton, so you sweat nicely. and it's nice on your body and you feel good. That's about it. Maybe you don't look like $1 million, but you feel good. As long as it comes fresh from the laundry. So we're gonna have a good discussion about money things. Not today. Anyway, so remember that dog. No leg, still pissing on everything, still happy and curious and having fun. Even if he doesn't have a leg. He knows he doesn't have a leg. He can't fight very well, okay, but he's still alive, he still can do things. So if you just lost your job, it's not that big deal. If you got a little bit sick, okay. If you lost someone, I know it hurt, but this person cannot come back. So cherish the memories you have with this person and move on. If you've been divorced, don't worry. A lot of girls and boys out there for you. And you can do it again. You can divorce again. If you become a widow, I don't know for men and women how to say it differently. I think only a widow. It's very hard, especially when you have kids. But you can bring it back. I never had that feeling, so I can't say much. But I believe that you must move on with your life, no matter what happens. You can grieve. You can have your sorrow. It's important. You can, swallow the pain, as we say, digest the pain. I won't say enjoy the pain, but leave the pain a little bit. Don't forget and move on. Always move on. There's no way to live backwards. We can only live forward. And yeah, there's a lot of topics I want to talk about, but let's leave it today. I want to wish you a great weekend. I want you to be optimist. I know that some of you who are watching this clip right now, if you are watching, if you aren't, you wouldn't get here. I know some of you probably in a worse situation than I am now, and some of you are in a much better situation than I am now. Some of you may be at the same situation. I'm not in such a bad situation, but I'm okay. Not super good, not super bad, just normal. And I want you to know that wherever you want to go and whatever you want to be and the life you want to set for yourself and the people you want to meet and whether you just been heartbroken by a girlfriend or boyfriend or a husband or wife, whether you lost a child, whether you lost your spouse, a mother, father, an uncle, a grandpa, a grandma. I lost a few important. I had a grandpa and a grandma that are the most precious people in my life. In terms of the people that I love the most, besides my kids, sorry, before they were born. What I'm saying is that no matter what happened to you, and no matter who you lost, or the things you didn't achieve, or the situation that you are in now, and let's say you're in a bad situation. I'm not talking about the guys who are drinking pina colada in Cancun, in Mexico, or wherever you are. I'm talking about the people who are suffering, no money in the pocket, heartbroken, cancer, bad accident, lost their legs, I don't know, something crucial, like something shit happened, divorced, somebody died, even your dog, dies hard. All the people that are actually suffering right now, and you don't see the light. I know it's hard. You don't see the light. You think that this is it. It's everything so bad, everything so negative, everything that happens to you is so fucked up, and you feel like you have no way out and nothing gonna change, and you are stuck. I'm telling you, you are not stuck. You will see the fucking light, and the light comes big, and you just have to be patient, and you have to endure, and you have to suffer in order to enjoy later. And you have to know that things going to change, and you must wake up in the morning, get yourself together, don't lie in bed for until 12, 1, 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and then start your day, and then all over again. Wake up early, set your bed, take a good shower, clear yourself, purify yourself, go do a little workout. I'm telling you, go work out. Just walk around the block if you can't walk, if you're fat, if you're a cripple, I don't know. Do some workout. You don't know how? You look in the internet, you find out. There's many free instructions for fitness, no problem. Later, if you want, I'll help you too. I'll do a few videos on how to get fit from zero. And set the goals you need. If you need to learn something, go learn it. Find out what to learn. If you already have a profession and you lost your job and you need a new job, try to get a new job. If you can't get a job in your own profession, try to get a job in another profession. Even something that everybody can do, doesn't matter. Go fuel tanks, pump, in the gas station. I don't care. Get a salary. Don't wait in the house, wait for people to pay for you. Don't wait for the government to pay for you. Don't wait for anybody to support you. Never. Don't ever let anybody support you. Support yourself. Be independent. Know that you must do everything you need to do in order to eat. You don't ask anyone to feed you. You feed yourself. Whether you can do it with your hands and legs or with your mouth. I don't know, paint. Like the cripple who can't move. I talk about it in one of the vlogs. You must create, work, service, whatever, to support yourself fully. If you can get some help, good for you. But don't count on it. Don't make it a habit. Make sure you support yourself. All right? So don't feel sorry for yourself. Look at that dog. He doesn't have a leg. You got legs. Maybe you don't. I don't know. You got 2 hands. No, well, maybe you got a wheelchair with a remote control. You can cruise around. I don't know. Now, if you're a man like me and you like women, I better shut up, I'm married. But if you like women don't cost money. Now, all the women out there, I know you hate me now. But if you're looking for a guy who's just gonna pay for you and then you'll give him a favor, give me a break. This is not the way it should be. You need to find a person who is honest, good heart, good spirit, a nice man, and you find somebody that's worth to be with, and you like him, attracted to him, and that's the reason why you should be with him. Not because he is rich and drive a fancy car, have a big house, and pay for your expenses. Come on. women out there, you are the same. You need to work. You need to support yourself. You need to be independent in this world. You don't have to count on anybody. And men, don't look for rich women. I know it's an easy way out because you're pretty and you can be like a gigolo and get those pretty, you know, those old ladies with money. No, no, no. You want to be with an old lady because she's nice, a good person, and you're attracted to her, whatever it is, it's fine. But be independent. Don't be a user. Don't use other people because they have something to give you that you can't get yourself. You have to stand on your feet, and get everything you want by yourself. You can have a team, you can have help, it's great, but don't be a leech. Don't, suck other people's blood. It's a bad habit. Don't do it because you know the lie. You can lie to everybody. You can't lie to yourself. Well, if you don't mind lying to yourself, it's fine. If you have no, self-esteem and honesty and a spine in your body, as we say, that's your problem. But I'm telling you, the sun is very strong now. So sorry, let me try an angle. So I think it's very important to have a spine. We say in Hebrew, that means you have to have a spine. A spine means that you have to have a strong trunk, a strong root, and depend on your own self. Don't depend on other people or money, government money, and all that kind of stuff. And I think that a lot of people, they take advantage of different situations, and that's not a good thing to do. You have to be honest. You have to be honest, especially for yourself, because you can't cheat yourself. If you don't mind, if you're a cheater, okay, and you have no problem with that. Some people cheat and they have no problem. That's why they're thieves, criminals, all that kind of stuff. That's why people cheat you and all that. But you have to be straight with yourself if you want to live an honest life. When you live an honest life, you have no regrets and you sleep well at night because you know that you didn't do anything to hurt anybody. But if somebody comes to hurt you, then you fight hard for your life. You don't bow to anybody. Lower your head and let other people abuse you. No. That time when that happens, you fight hard. You don't let anybody abuse you. And that's another topic in another day. We are fighters. We got a lot of fighting topics. So, another talk in the car. I wish you all the best. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you soon.